It's been 2 weeks for us, but only 1 week for you. It's so we really need to take a recrap and have a Leonardo recrapulo.
Oh gosh.
Wow, I didn't know that was going to be a good joke. With, with me, they're mostly bad, so I just assumed it's a terrible joke.
I just wasn't expecting it.
Yeah.
Time for a recrap. A Leonardo recrapulo. All right, here we go. So last time, and Andre wasn't here. Last time you guys killed Kingfisher. You know what, I'm gonna recap, do a quick of the one before it, because last time was nothing but battling, really. So the time before last, you guys were talking to Hidden Depths, one of the suspects in the whipping yourself room. And that person was a jerk, but you decided was, well, you were still suspicious. But then you went to the treasury to talk to Loose String. You almost got kicked out of there, but you made it to Loose String. You discovered that Loose String was a nerd who was obsessed with treasury stuff and probably not your perp that you were looking to find. Then you went to the Blue Facet floor to research stuff about Hidden Depths to break into their room. You In searching Hidden Depths' room, the party confirmed that Hidden Depths thought that murder and dragon attack were reasons that the country should stop being pacifist. So you confirmed in their room that they just had political beliefs and were not like a murderer. Hidden Depths showed up and got mad at you for breaking into her room, and you pushed her to the brink, whereby she slapped Celeste, I think, and like broke her vow of nonviolence. And just was hating herself and saying, "Please don't tell anyone."
It wasn't me this time. It was Sarah.
Ah, that makes sense. So then you guys were like, "Let's go upstairs and talk to Kingfisher." You went upstairs and talked to Kingfisher, and you guys were like, "Oh, obviously this is the bad guy. He's got a bad guy voice. He is telling us to leave. You thought he sounded like Jafar." Um, so you were very convinced that Kingfisher was bad. So you kept asking him questions about all the stuff that you found out, and he kept like scratching the desk and looking suspicious. And then Sarah was like, "Just one more thing, just just one more thing," and the guy jumped out from behind the desk, locked the door, and proceeded to try to kill you. And he was pretty good at it. It was a moderately scary battle. He was teleporting around and going invisible and using a familiar to get advantage and stuff like that. So he opened the combat with a triple multi attack with advantage and did huge extra damage. Almost made Sarah unconscious in the first round. Took down her ward. Um, he was going invisible, using legendary actions, misty stepping around. Sarah decided to hide under the desk. So instead of that granting her some advantage, the guy just went over to her where she was laying on the floor and was just like stabbing her in the head with advantage, which was really mean. Who would run a character like that? Sarah conjured a Barlgura, and you guys had a giant demon on the battlefield to help defend you against Kingfisher. And not to mention, Darius Ekis did some really good damage with his Shadow Blade. So you had a Barlgura and a Darius. Meanwhile, Miki turned herself into a potted plant. And she also stood over by the window slit where the sound of giant wing flaps started to fill the room. And you guys all realized, oh, a dragon is coming. And a dragon did show up. and it said, "Leave my best friend alone." And it blew a blue vapor all over Miki, who was standing in the window, and she got wrecked. She saw images of her father's throat being slashed from her childhood. She became incapacitated. Um, Sarah also had horrible visions because Kingfisher's sword was doing psychic damage. He had like a razor rapier, a couple of them. And Kingfisher also really just very pettily counterspelled Celeste's guiding bolts. He didn't even counterspell like the summon demon spell or anything. He just counterspelled her guiding bolt. It's like Celeste could not do damage to this guy. She kept walking over to him, trying to stab him, and then he'd disappear, and then he counterspelled her one ranged attack. What a dick. Uh Darius got mad at Celeste. Oh, yeah, because Celeste was like, doesn't Darius have counterspell? Why is Darius not counterspelling Kingfisher's bullshit? And Darius was all offended and was like, I'm gonna leave you guys behind. And then you guys talked it out. Sure. Uh Darius teased Celeste that she needed to do more damage. Um Kingfisher was killed by two magic missiles from Sarah, who sent one towards Miki to wake her from incapacitation, and then the other one nearly decapitated Kingfisher and left him laying on the floor. The Bargura then pummeled Kingfisher's broken skull, turning it into hamburger meat on the floor. And then Celeste faced off against the summoned demon for a few rounds before she downed the Barlgura, which turned hostile since its owner was incapacitated and a potted plant and everything else. Um, yeah, I guess Darius was still mad at Celeste. Kingfisher was dead on the floor, and people were yelling in the hallway. What's happening in that room? Who's attacking Kingfisher? Instead of continuing to blow breath through the window slit, the dragon turned around and flew back into the mist of the lake, vowing revenge against the group that had killed its best friend. And that was where we left off. If Eve is back, we will start.
Uh,
Not. I'm
if
gonna
not, well, Celeste will just start healing people.
let's wait a sec because time is gonna be quick moving.
Hmm, hmm.
Get back into it. So aha. All right. So the dragon flew away. People are yelling in the hallway. Um and Kingfisher is dead at your feet with a couple swords. Darius is pissed. Um, and yeah, so the dragon flew away. You guys are standing there, and there are people knocking on the door. I think I'm gonna stay. I'm gonna stay in initiative order for a reason or two. Um, Let me just roll initiative. Or do I have bystanders initiative? No. All right. Oh yeah, you guys got really low initiative. So an initiative 10 is already better than you guys' initiative. Um, all right, so you hear banging on the door. Oh, I guess no, Andre hasn't rolled initiative yet. Yeah, Andre, roll initiative for me. We'll see where you fall in this order.
All right.
Andre's been laying drunk on the ground.
Oh, I wasn't sure if I was NPC'd or not.
Yeah, I didn't NPC you. It was better that way.
That is a 14 on the die, and that is +1, 15.
Um, all right. Do you want to like have drunk some strange brew and just missed what happened?
Yeah, sure. I think Andre probably like pulled out his alchemy jug and was like, "Oh, we're getting ready for this fight. Sarah caught you," and then he takes a chug and he immediately passes out before he woke up right now. So he's wiping the bit of liquid off of his lips and standing up and being like, "We did it!"
Yeah, you sit up and you see dead Kingfisher with his head almost ripped off, with his swords and
Oh,
like
we really did it.
yeah, he's laying there on the floor, bleeding out, and he's got his little swords around him, and you see your friends in terrible shape, and the door, which is made of a similar crystal to the rest of the tower, is halfway off its hinges, and it's shaking with boom, 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 and you hear, "What's going on in there? What's happening to
Uh,
Kingfisher?"
is it too late to cast Spare the Dying? Probably,
Uh,
right?
Theoretically, I mean, I wasn't gonna give him death saves, but I could roll to see if I'm gonna give him death saves. Let's see. Even for death save. Nope, he's dead.
All right, cool. I think Andre still would have ran over and tried. Uh, and I'm gonna say just a minute. And I'm gonna try to sound really convincing.
You're gonna be the most persuasive just a minute that you could be.
Yeah.
Just a minute. All right, roll it up.
Okay.
Amelie ate him.
Oh no.
That might not help this time. I don't feel like it helped this time. I go just a minute, and then Amelie probably goes, "Rah!"
Yeah, and they're like, "What's that? What's that sound? Is there a zombie in there with him?" Um, yeah, so yeah, you try to stabilize him, and he is for sure dead. And like his head, you see the hole of his neck and his head tilted back with the opening. He's like, you're not saving this guy. And then you yell out just a minute, and it's not that great. Um, uh, I don't know, bonus action, reaction. Is that your turn?
I think that should be my turn. Honestly, there's not really much else I could do unless I'm gonna like cast Shatter on the door or something, which sounds like a worse idea than what I did.
All right. So all right, it's the bystanders. Yeah, they start trying to break the door down themselves. Um, but they're pacifists, so of course they rolled a natural one on that. Uh, so you hear the sound of somebody throwing themselves against the door, and then you hear oh, ow, oh. It looked so much easier in the pictures I looked at. I thought it would be easier. What if we all lean against it? And you hear crowd noises. You hear sound like there's a good group of people outside the door, and this sort of pushing against the door. Um, Somebody else outside just sort of puts all of their weight against the door, and that was a 2. So you just hear uh, uh you hear let us in. Let us in. What is happening? And all right, Miki, you're in Kingfisher's office. Sarah was hiding under his desk. There's bookshelves on the north and south sides of the room. You've got dead Kingfisher with his accoutrement spilled around him and people banging on the door. What are you up to?
Miki is going to make his way over to Kingfisher's body and just kind of lie down, kind of making it look like she is just sprawled out in pain next to him while casting minor illusion towards the door, saying, there's been trouble. Please get Ancient Fish. No one else can come in. Please get Ancient Fish.
Sounded like you said agent fish for a second, and that was kind of
May as well be.
Secret agent fish.
All right, roll persuasion.
Okay.
Are you using Kingfisher's voice? Or is it minor illusion your own voice?
I will minor illusion Kingfisher's voice. So yeah.
I guess I just accidentally gave you an idea.
Yes.
Never give the players ideas.
So I can use better deception.
Yeah, roll that deception.
Is it with advantage because he's using the dead guy's voice?
Yeah. I mean, I don't know if people need advantage when they have a +9, but you got a 21. You hear just like a oh on the other side of the room, like they're surprised by what you said. Anything else?
Yeah, I can't do anything else. That's my action. So yeah. If I can, I guess I would try to start subtly looting the body while I'm laying next to him.
Yeah, well that's an inventory action, so that's fine. Why don't you roll perception?
Gotcha. That is my perception. All right. I should really zoom in on this so I'm not straining my eyes.
What floor are we on? We're like on the 21st floor or something, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
With an 11, you definitely see his razor rapiers laying next to him that caused horrible thoughts when they stabbed you. Do you want to grab those?
Sure. Yeah, I will take them and just kind of hide them underneath my body.
But you should leave them on his person.
Okay, I will listen to Slap.
Okay. On June 29th, Miki took the sexy red panties. That was my
What? Oh,
I thought that was just like a random thought in your head. Like
That's the last thing I
red
took.
herring.
Hey, that was a red herring.
my item notes. Yeah, the panties with the picture of a herring on them.
It was so mysterious that I thought it might genuinely be a clue for so long.
I kept them just in case. And now I'm just keeping them just in case as well for something else. I don't know what yet, but options.
So yeah, you like roll over and start trying to take stuff, and you look at the rapiers, but Celeste tells you not to take them, so you leave them. And you can tell with an 11 perception that he's got other stuff to take, like there's bulges in his jacket or whatever, but you aren't able to get anything else done on this turn. It's Darius's turn. Darius says, quick, we should search his desk before anyone comes in. And Darius goes over to the desk and rolls a very high investigation roll. And he pulls out, he finds in the desk, he opens up a drawer and he finds a pile of letters in the desk, and one of them is like sort of half burnt, and Dice just sort of opens up his jacket and starts stuffing the letters into his jacket from the drawer. And he's like, we must examine these, but before these people come in, yes? And like buttons up his jacket around the letters. And that'll be his turn. And Sarah, what do you look like after this battle?
Sarah looks like a so oh, I did do it from underneath the table, but no, I'm still under the table. Is that true? I guess only I can tell. Okay. Arising from the table is mostly bones. A pile of bones that seem to be sort of like breaking apart, fractures and crumbling pieces a little bit. Beaten and battered, sort of interconnected by these thin strands of liquid obsidian that seem to still will her forward like a what's the word I always use? Her I don't know, cardiovascular system, her
Musculature.
her internal bits of metal that keep her moving as this skeleton sort of stands up. I am going to also attempt to loot our dear friend Kingfisher with investigation.
Cool, yeah. Do you want his swords that are already there, or
I mean, Darius is attempting to steal everything in this man's room. Should we just take the swords? I feel like that might be beneficial.
I feel like once they get through the door, if we have these swords, then we just attacked and killed him for no reason in their eyes.
Fair enough, but I also feel like if they get through the door, they'll see a lot of other stuff that'll sort of point to us. I'm gonna take his other stuff at least. I'm gonna try and dig through these guys.
sure, roll.
No.
Oof.
Wow.
No, I don't have
Boo
inspiration.
womp.
My life is ruined.
Okay. Yeah, you trip over one of the swords, kind of all next to the body, and you end up face in the neck hole.
Oh,
It's too
Well, she's a
grossed out.
skeleton, so this probably looks even weirder. Are you crawling in there, Sarah?
Don't look at me. We're not acknowledging this.
Are you trying to get a new body?
Nope. We're just can't really stand up. I'm pretty weak right now. All right, I'm just gonna lay here. Zombies, sort of take everything. Take as much as you can. Chop, chop.
Have you used your free level 3 spell slot for animate dead yet?
I think I might have,
I don't know.
but I didn't. I will say probably, but you can give it to me if you want to.
I don't think you used your extra third level spell slot for Animate Dead because you haven't cast Animate Dead on anybody today.
Well, I did cast it on my current animated dead to keep them active.
Yeah, sure. Make a Constitution save,
Shit.
Sarah
Oh
Bolidian.
god. Oh, right. This was a mechanic, wasn't it? All right, 11.
Let me I already know what I'm going to do, but let me just check my written rules. Oh, I put the old rules away because you're supposed to have some new stuff this time. There's my old first time you kill something after a long rest, make a DC 17 con save. If you fail the save, you must cast Animate Dead on that creature. If you're out of level 3 spell slots, you still have a slot for it that one time you fail the save. Well written, Gallagher. Uh, as your face goes into the neck hole of Kingfisher and you're stuck inside the body, you feel an overwhelming, uncontrollable urge to animate Kingfisher, and you cast Animate Dead successfully. So give me a description of this. Also, I will say that this happens in the space of an action rather than 1 minute.
Oh shit. Okay. Uh, cool. So Sarah's sort of like, don't look at me. And rising from within her, uh, this sort of beating heart of metal pours from her sort of jaw, which I think her jaw just sort of dislodges and falls off. Uh, a sort of undead, necrotic, metallic bile pushes her up and off of this creature and sort of through the throat begins to stitch Kingfisher back together. Horribly quickly moving, like, small needlework, pulling this thing back into place, neck in place, hands in place, now sort of filled in with obsidian.
I hate that I'm getting used to that.
I love how fitting the music is.
Wait, I can't
Yeah.
hear music.
Oh,
Very
turn up that-
Halloween zombie resurrection music. It's perfect.
So yeah, you messed up your ability to search him, but you definitely animated him, and he rises with the shining obsidian holding him together, and just and you do see that he's wearing a pretty cool looking bracelet. It looks like if stretchy spandex stuff was like silver and it's on his wrist.
Silly bands.
Oh,
I hope when we take it off, it's the giraffe.
Oh wait, very important. Left or right?
It's on his right. Does it need to go on the same hand?
He's left-handed, so he'd
He's
put it on his
left-handed, you
right
wrote
hand
that
with
note.
his
That's
left hand.
right. You're
That's how we
right.
got it.
You know, I'm right-handed. I never put my watch on my right hand.
Exactly.
It
Really?
goes on the left,
Yeah. Because it's easier to put on that way.
Huh.
right?
Well,
I'm
that's my turn.
all right. I'm started typing the plot summary because so much has happened in 24 seconds. Do you have your zombies do anything on your turn?
Oh, I commanded them to sort of not inspect the room, but simply grab everything in the room. Just take as much as possible.
So there's a couple bookshelves. There's a couple like big bookshelves full of books. So your
Uh-huh.
zombies just start grabbing like armloads of books off the shelves. Definitely messing up the library looking sort of decor of his office. Uh All right. Celeste.
DM, since I don't have spell slots like normal people, would I be able to upcast Cure Wounds at a higher level than spell I can cast? Or because I can only cast second level spells, I can only cast it at second level?
You cannot cast spells at a level higher than you can cast.
Gotcha.
Thus,
Okay.
there's that table that tells you what level you can cast spells at.
Fair enough. Figured I'd ask. Give it a shot.
Gotta
But that's
ask,
fine.
can I use
Then
50 hit points to cast Cure Wounds at level 9?
that actually I can only cast up the 5th level, but it would be about 50, it'd be 45.
Jesus.
Okay, that's fine. Then I'm going to go up. Who looks more hurt? Miki or Sarah? Probably Sarah, right?
Probably Sarah.
Probably.
You mean the
Andre
skeleton?
took so much damage during this fight, it knocked him out before it even started.
You know, my jaw kind of fell off, but we're
Yeah.
good.
Let me
Miki's at 31 and Sarah's at 7.
oh yeah, Sarah, take.
Sarah is literally a walking corpse, so
Yeah, I'm just.
It's true.
I look like I'm beat up, but not mauled on.
Then I
I
shall
got
cast.
punished so hard for that Columbo moment. I was so cool for 6 seconds and then he
One
fucking
more
killed
thing.
me. He did like 50 damage in the first round to
yeah.
me.
You shall take back 2d8 plus 6, which if it
Moving.
will finish, you take back 18 hit points. That
Wow.
was a nice size cure wounds. And I shall take 10 damage, which will put me at 60. And that is an action to do. Cannot do that. Bonus action. I have nothing. Do both of his swords look magical?
You can roll Arcana or a wisdom-based stat that you think is appropriate. And
Insight.
you put Sarah, sure, you put Sarah's HP at what? Or
Plus
how much?
18.
Plus
I'm up
18?
to 25.
Sweet. All right, yeah, roll insight.
Yes. Plus 6. Let's go. 16.
Yeah, they both look magical. They both look like rapiers, just instead of the usual pokey rapier, these are rapiers with razor edges on each side of the pokey.
Ooh. If only we had a dex-based fighter. I will.
Well, they
I'm
do
gonna.
have the same stats as a longsword.
Ooh. Ooh, fancy. I don't want to touch them yet because I feel like they'll attack us. Well, you know,
They're gonna hug
plausible,
us.
plausible deniability. He has weapons in his hand. We defended ourselves, which is not incorrect. I'm gonna
Standing
leave
there
him.
looking at magic weapons that 3 of you have considered grabbing, you continue to leave the magic
Wait, he's
on the
a
floor.
zombie now.
Full
We're
round,
fucked.
baby.
We're fucked. I'm picking him up.
Yeah, no.
He's a zombie now. Yeah, I will pick them up and hold on to them for now.
All right,
maybe
you're
we should have shoved
immediately
them through the window.
cursed with a nose that bleeds for 1 hour per long rest.
Oh, that is not unusual. It is already bleeding, I think.
Yeah.
Every time I heal.
Just kidding though. So Celeste takes both of his of Kingfisher's magical rapiers. All right.
I now shall stay by Sarah to do more healing. Next turn.
All right. That's you. Andre rolled in at a 15. Santi is still downstairs in the clubhouse. So we go back to Andre.
Okay. How does the door work? Is it like a knob, or is it like, could I put like a broom or something, like a board to kind of make sure it doesn't open?
It was locked with a key by Kingfisher. And the key has not been seen since he used it to lock the door. It's a crystal stone door and a crystal stone door frame, which is currently like half off the hinges from people banging on it because Celeste was trying to bang out of the room earlier. And could you block it? I think you'd have to put something heavy up against it, or maybe you could like wedge something like that. Yeah, I don't know.
Okay. There's besides the hinges, there's no metal parts to the door, right? It's not like a doorknob.
There is a doorknob, yeah.
I don't know how well this will work. I'll cast heat metal on the doorknob.
Okay.
That way, if they try to touch it, they'll be, it's hot, and they won't open it, hopefully.
Yeah, so you cast heat metal on the doorknob, and you hear from the other side, ah! Ah! This doorknob! Ah!
All right, that probably bought us.
Evil magic in that room that's trying to hurt us.
That probably bought us a little bit of time, but how should we leave, guys? I don't think we should leave through the door.
That's
Want to
our
break
only
through
option.
the wall or the tiny slot?
Maybe we could make the hole bigger.
Any
We're-
of
We're
us
also
spellcasters?
we're
I-
also hundreds of feet up.
And I do not know if that would help us unless we plan to run away for good, because they saw us enter.
I honestly think we should just wait here for ancient fish.
Should we just let them in?
No.
No, only ancient fish gets in.
Okay. All right. I guess I yell out. Ancient Fish is the only one who can fix the door. It's too hot. I can't open it from in here.
Okay, roll deception.
Can I give him advantage?
No.
No, I was not okay.
Because I was tempted to give him disadvantage to begin with. For the lack
No.
of magic.
Hold on. I get to add a whole 0 to that.
Wait,
Okay,
inspiration.
never mind.
Do you have inspiration?
Do I?
Come on, we got a bread.
Someone
I don't-
has to have it.
I don't think I have inspiration.
I have
so-
one. I tried using it last time, but I didn't have anything I could use it on.
Hmm.
Well, Miki did get a 21 persuasion about get ancient fish just a few seconds ago. But now somebody's been burned by the door. So we'll see how that turns out.
Wait, hold on. When me or someone within 30 feet of me makes an ability check or saving throw, I can use my reaction to add a +4 to the roll.
Okay.
All right, 8. I feel better about it.
It's
Probably
less
does
bad.
nothing else,
Yeah.
but I feel better about it.
Yeah.
All right. You you hear someone you hear faintly on the other side of the door. You hear bullshit.
That wasn't very pacifist of them.
Emotional damage.
That's my turn.
Ooh, the party tries to stall for ancient fish. Okay, it's the bystander's turn. On the other side of the door, hold on one sec. Pardonnez-moi. Disculpez-moi. Ah, yes. Yes. Where is that? Yeah, I guess. All right, so on the other side of the door, you hear, "Oh, this is Elegant Heart, first speaker of the 100 Holy Ones. Please open this door and tell us what is transpiring at once." And there's no banging on the door this time. You hear someone go, "Ow, my hand." So that is the bystanders. Miki, you're up.
Got a Freaky Friday happening.
Oh fuck me.
You guys, I have one more idea. All right, we'll open the door, but you gotta promise not to get mad. Do you promise?
You'll have to wait for your turn. It's Miki.
God damn it. I look around and just try to get the vibe of my party members to see what their general reaction to that first speaker is.
I'm looking at you and looking at my new undead that I control.
Celeste is unconcerned with the people at the door for the moment. She is taking her own sword and getting ready to slash the back of her hand to do some more healing. Because that's how healing works.
Andre's fully freaking out.
Fuck. Okay, fuck, I don't know what to do. Okay,
They're pacifists, Miki. They could do anything.
they can hug us and put us in hug jail.
Nios probably still has spell slots. He can fireball them.
I don't
Dice is not gonna do that.
I know.
half
You
of me
know that.
wants to just open the door and be just like, hey, we are agents sent by Agent Fish to investigate, and he attacked us. And then the other half of me is just like, loot the body. use your familiar to aid you with looting the body.
Well, what are you gonna do?
Oh, fuck me.
The key is on his body.
Oh, true. Yeah, we have to loot
We
his
can't-
body
yeah.
so we can open the damn fucking
Yeah,
door.
we can't even open the door.
Okay. So yes, I will just I guess my illusions to the door saying, just a minute, the door was locked. Why am I speaking in the wrong character voice? Just a minute, the door was locked. It's a complicated situation, and I'll start looking specifically for the key or any sort of symbol that's similar to the Galathkosh necklace that we found on eBay.
All right. Roll perception with advantage because now the zombie is controlled by Eve, and the zombie is just like holding its arms out to be patted down.
Okay. Perception. All right, just double checking my perception. Okay.
Cerebellidian.
Ooh, okay.
Truvidium. All right. You search the body, and you find things. You find that wristband on the wrist that is clearly magical. Do you take it?
Sure. I can divvy it up later. Sure.
Where'd you go? You find the wristband. You find a bag, a little pouch that appears to have darts in it that appear to be magical.
Hmm.
Take that.
Yeah.
And you find sort of a twisted, charred, kind of like a big wand, like a foot and a half wand. So sort of a cross between a mini staff and a big wand,
Mm.
sort of under his studded leather armor, like tucked in there for use. You take that,
Yes.
and of course you find the key to the door.
Mm. All right. I hold up the key because I don't assume I can go over and open the door yet. Actually, I don't think I want to yet. So I'll just hold the key out in case any of my other party members want.
And as you hold up the key, you hear like a Legend of Zelda sound. So you got the key, you used your action, you used your inventory action, so that's your turn.
I guess I'll bonus action to have Lean-to just go on my shoulder.
Sweet. And you get the idea that this corpse is thoroughly searched. Okay, it's Darius's turn. He finishes shoving stuff, letters from the desk into his jacket, and he says again, let's read these later when people are not outside the door ready to arrest us. And then he runs over to the bookcase and is like, I'm going to search this bookcase for more clues about Kingfisher. This will help us. You guys are not evil, right? But he rolls poorly on his investigation check, and he says, someone else should investigate this bookshelf or the other one before all these zombies destroy everything with their book collecting. And Sarah, it's your turn.
Okay, I have an idea.
All right.
I look at me. What if we weekend at Bernie's him? You can use minor illusion to speak with his voice, and I can command him to move his lips like he's talking.
You think that will work?
I think it'll be a better situation than them finding us doing this.
That's fair. That's fair.
I think we say we had a fight, we beat him to submission, and now this is sort of the but now he has come clean and he is ready to confess to his many crimes.
Out of character. I think maybe we should just let whatever happens happen, and maybe just talk it out with the pacifist. In character, Andre is like absolutely just yeah. It'll work. It's the only way. It's the only way.
I feel like I'm so with you. I don't, as a human, believe in this, but as an inhuman, monstrous undead, I believe in this.
Miki's gonna go with you guys because she trusts you guys.
Okay.
And she's internally panicking, even though out of character, I'm just like, this is never gonna work.
This is 4 kids are playing, and then all the adults heard one of the kids start screaming, and now we're just trying to be like, no, everything's okay, everything's okay.
Okay. Bonus action. I command Kingfisher to take the key. Wait. Stupid. Okay. Take the key, open the door, and attempt to lip sync to whatever Miki minor illusions. I'm going to use my movement to walk over to the bookshelf, and action to investigate the bookshelf. Like Dias wanted.
Okay.
This feels optimal.
All right. Okay, roll investigation on the bookshelf.
Okay.
Okay. Where did I put my words? What the heck? Let's see. Yeah, you search the bookshelf, and you find a journal. The journal appears to be written in a personal cipher, and to be unintelligible to you. But it's definitely Kingfisher's journal. And you also notice there is a bookshelf that has genealogy of various regions of Parvus on it, and it has like a name for each region. And there's one book missing from this, like, imagine an Encyclopedia Britannica has an A, B, C, D, or whatever. If I know that might be too old of a reference for you, Eve, where there's all these volumes of encyclopedia on the shelf, but it's very clear that one of the regions is missing.
Imagine like a physical Wikipedia.
He's sad.
Yeah, you look at his Rolodex and you're like, what? There's clearly a card missing from his Rolodex. Then you walk over to his punch card computer. So anyway, there's like a volume for each region of Parvus about its genealogy, and one of them is clearly missing.
Do they make a cool picture as they go down the line, kind of like the?
Yes, it's like a map of Parvus over these 12 volumes of region.
Okay.
The spines of the books. I know you've heard of these things called physical books.
If Wikipedia were a printed into books, it would be over 2,000 plus volumes of the Encyclopedia Britannica.
It would be
Jesus
incredible.
Christ.
Okay, so imagine if instead of scrolling down on your iPad, you had to flip the iPad and there was another
Oh my
iPad
God.
underneath it.
How could you afford that?
We're just teasing. We're teasing Eve. Eve
I'm sorry, this
is
is
a budding
ageist.
taxidermist. She's a very well-rounded individual. She knows about all of our antique forms of technology.
Indeed, I am hip with the old. I cool. I guess I shouldn't steal these books. I just need to note which one is missing. Can I like check which volume is missing and then have that to look for? Or should I steal all these books? I asked the world.
How would you, if you were in this situation, how
Mhm.
would you figure out which volume was missing?
Oh, well, are they like numbered? It's like volume one, volume two. I guess it's hmm. Uh well, how would I figure out that there is a missing volume?
Take the book on each side.
Maybe this is me being young and foolish. Uh
So there's like 12 book spines on the shelf, and
mhm,
on the spines of the books there's sort of a picture of the map of Parvus when you put all the books together, but there's clearly one book missing that puts a gap in this little picture, and
right.
it's like genealogy of Parvus, this location, genealogy of Parvus, that location, and then one is missing.
Oh, okay. Hmm. Well, that's a tough cookie. Okay.
There's like a genealogy of Parvus, Ngbapu region, genealogy of Parvus, Egbe
I
region.
guess could I roll like survival or history? I have been here. I live here. Well, I'm from here. Could I just like see on the map which region is missing and make a note?
I think history would work for that.
Let's do it.
Are encyclopedias normally in like alphabetical order?
Encyclopedias are, but this is a genealogy
Hmm.
book that's arranged in the form of a map. With a history 10, you're like, it's like on the tip of your brain, but you can't quite recall. Maybe it's your recent death that did it. But if we were looking at, if you were looking at a list of all 50 states, you'd be like, I know one is missing. I can almost remember what it is. Which one is missing? Oh,
It's the one next to Michigan.
Is it East Colorado? Right? There's like North Colorado and East Colorado.
The fuck is... What
All
the
right,
fuck do you
I'm
mean
gonna-
by East Colorado?
Well, there's like
East
a North
Virginia?
Dakota and a South Dakota. There's a East Virginia and a West Virginia. There's a North Colorado and an East Colorado.
Yeah.
Okay, I end my turn. I
No,
guess.
I know.
the history roll is not enough. So what you put together on this turn is that there's a volume of the genealogy of Parvus that's missing, and you're having trouble figuring out which one it is right now that's missing, but one is definitely missing. And beyond that, you find the journal and the personal cipher, and you also get a strong vibe that if you were running around the room searching for evidence, you've probably found all of the shit, including the letters that are in Homeboy's jacket. So maybe the only useful thing for searching the room left would be trying to figure out which one's missing. But I won't tell you how useful that is or not. You could roll insight to try to figure out how useful standing around trying
You
to
want me
figure
to roll a third check to see how useful this would be?
on a different turn.
Okay.
All right, so Sarah Bolidian is over by the bookshelf, just like, oh, printed books on a shelf. What are these things, Celeste? Please forgive me. Celeste, your turn.
I am going to again heal Sarah. So 2d8 plus 6. You regain 17 more hit points. And that puts me at 50, and I am 3 spell uses now. And look, just as someone who is proficient in histories and such things, can I discern what is the missing volume?
Is that a request to roll history?
It is.
Sure.
Plus 3.
Where's my dice? Where'd my dice?
17.
Okay, good. Let me find my. Oh, that's where it went. All right, 17. Yes. You discern that you open up one of the books and you look at the list of what all the books are that would be in the first couple pages of one of the books. And you see that volume number 9, Sut Swamp, is missing.
Eve, I feel like I need to say I have held an encyclopedia in my hands and read it, and I would not have remembered that. I did not know that that was a thing. That was not just you being young.
I've never opened one.
My
To be
grandma
clear-
has like 5.
My sister had she got a bunch of them when she went to school. I don't even remember how, but so we had a bunch in the book room for a bit.
I know what an encyclopedia is. I was joking.
No, I know, but when you said like the I don't know if maybe this is a young thing. I don't even. I've held the book. I've looked at it. I would not have remembered that there's like an index, honestly, for all of them. I would have
Um,
thought it would just been for the one book.
I have fond memories of being in like 5th grade and sitting in the school library, flipping through a World Book encyclopedia, which had pictures of the various things that it was talking about in it, and thinking, oh wow, what a vast wealth of information contained in these volumes. But a real philosophical moment for Elenia Toth B as we contemplate the way that information is kept and consumed for future generations. But anyway, Celeste, you put it together. Volume 9, Sut Swamp. The genealogy of the region of Sut Swamp is missing.
The genealogy of Sut Swamp is missing, I believe.
Oh, brilliant. Thank you for healing me. I feel fuller. Oh,
How well off are you now?
oh, I'm fine. Thank you.
Are you at are you 100%, 50%?
Like 95%, which is good enough for me.
Okay. And I shall walk over to Miki to start doing the healing there as well.
What's your health at now, Sarah?
42 out of 50.
So Celeste will not be satisfied until she has a lower health than everyone else in the party.
This is what she is for.
Miki's at 31 out of 52. So once you heal Miki, you'll have a lower health than Miki. But yeah, so you heal Sarah, you figure out the volume, and that's your turn.
Yes.
All right, Andre.
I'm gonna cast Cure Wounds on Silith.
It is not necessary. I can heal myself.
Okay, then I'll cast Cure Wounds on Miki.
Celeste is like, I was gonna do that, man.
We already got all the information because someone figured out which book we're missing. I think the only thing left to do is like face the horde outside the door now, right, guys?
Okay.
I think we
Yeah.
should wait for
Sure. Is Ancient Fish back yet?
It's only been 12 seconds.
I really believe in this Kingfisher scheme. Come on, guys.
My name is Elegant Heart, and I am the first speaker of the 100 Holy Ones. Open this door at once.
Promise not to get mad.
I'm already mad.
Oh no.
you are most composed.
I
Guys, I feel like we
I-
should open the door.
I look over to
Look.
Sarah and just kind of shake my head as in like, are you ready?
I think we're all ready.
All right, then minor illusion voice goes out, being just like, with Kingfisher's voice saying, yes, I will only allow you in, Elegant Heart, please. This is a private matter.
Okay, and then I mentally, because I think I can do that, command my guy, command Kingfisher, to open the door.
I'm gonna hide under the desk.
I am also, of course, going to hide under the desk.
If there's options to take actions before all this starts, I'm gonna heal myself.
Wait, how much did Andre heal me?
Oh, I didn't roll. Sorry.
So,
1d8 plus 4. Hold on. 1d8 plus 4.
let's just let's stay in initiative order for
6.
now,
Okay.
since there's just so much going on. So Andre is trying to do something. Sarah, you already bonus action told the guy to open the door and lip sync to whatever Miki said on your turn. And you were standing over by the bookshelf staring at it. Andre,
I healed Miki, and then if I get a chance to, I'll open the door, but I'm not sure if that's an action or not.
so you see the zombie holding the key by the door lock. Do you want to take the key out of its hand and unlock the door with it?
Yeah.
Um, okay. Hang on just one sec. I really want to make you take 2d8 fire damage from heat metal you're still concentrating on,
Oh,
but
I forgot about dropping it. Yeah.
technically the spell language says when you cast the spell, and then you have to use a bonus action to cause this damage again later.
Oh,
But
okay.
it would be really funny to make you take that damage because you forgot you were concentrating on heating the doorknob. But do you drop concentration before you grab
I
it?
I think Andre is feeling very he's feeling a lot of things right now as he is prone to doing, and he drops concentration and opens the door.
All
Head
right.
hung a little bit lower.
Yeah, you open the door, and on the other side of the door, you see a man. You see a man. You see one of the most beautiful mans you ever seen.
Just start
Uh,
crying immediately. Tears.
Handsome Squidward walks in.
Okay. So
you see a solid, stolid, large and thick, peaceful and pleasant looking, even as he seems angry, almost Buddha-like cat person, in a blue robe. An air of peace radiates off of him as he stands in the doorway. This, you are certain, must be Elegant Heart. Uh, Behind him, you see that the hallway behind him, you see that the hallway is filled with monks, like like squeezed together in the hallway so that you could not push past them. Um,
I let them. I'm not trying to run past them or anything. Like I cracked open the door, or opened it rather, so that they can walk inside.
I'm just saying, you see
Okay.
that the hallway is crammed
Packed.
crammed up with monks, and this big Buddha-like fellow in a blue and cat-wise, he kind of looks like a light brown Maine Coon kind of cat with little pointy ears and stuff. And the same way that a Maine Coon cat is huge, uh, this kind of beigeish coral colored cat is huge with he's even got like an extra finger on each hand. 'Cause he's definitely some kind of Maine Coon tabaxi. Um, that's normal. That's a normal thing for a Maine Coon cat. That's all. It's not.
My
It
name
helps
is
them
Inigo
climb,
Montoya.
right?
It's cool.
You killed my father.
He's got like big ears with like an extra ear thing on it, like almost like he's an owl, and he's big and got a big belly, and he looks at you and says, uh, "What's going on here?" And he looks around the room and he sees four zombie gnomes pulling books off of shelves. He sees blood spattered all over the ground. He sees Kingfisher with metal bits, all like veins in his face. He sees he doesn't see Sarah hiding under the desk. I mean, I guess she was staring at the
no,
encyclopedia. She's he sees this bone this metallic bone cat staring at the genealogy volumes, and he says, "What is going on here?" And it's his turn. So he turns over his shoulder and he says to the hallway, "Please continue blocking this hallway. I will speak with Kingfisher and these strange people." And Miki and Sarah, I want one of you to roll performance and one of you to roll deception.
Oh,
And
I'm good at both of those.
you can tell me
Okay.
who's rolling which.
Well, I think I probably have
I just rolled a really high perception roll for Elegant Heart. So
Okay. So I'm the weak link. I have a +1 to both.
Okay, deception's my higher one.
Okay, you take deception. Roll performance.
That's
That feels fitting anyway. Physical act. Vocal act. Cool.
yeah. He sees through what's going on. He says, "What is wrong with Kingfisher? What is happening here? Kingfisher, are you okay?" And Kingfisher's like, and he's clearly discerning that something untoward is taking place here. And there's blood splashed on the ground, of course. So let's see, that's him. Miki, what do you do?
I'm writing that real quick. Uh, is the door now closed or is it still open?
No, he's left it open and he's told the people in the hallway to continue jamming themselves in the space in the hallway.
Mm. Okay. Yeah, Miki's gonna be as honest as she can because she feels like that's probably the best route. She's going to tell Elegant Heart. We were tasked by Ancient Fish to look into the murders, and we went up here to ask Kingfisher some questions, and we struck a chord with him, and he all of a sudden bolted at the door, locked it, and started attacking us. A short while, within a couple seconds, the phantasmal dragon that was rumored to be around appeared and started attacking as well, but that flew off.
He holds up a hand to stop you. Roll persuasion.
Please, dice.
Oh my
Can
goodness.
the Kingfisher corpse get the help action? Can
Can someone use the inspiration on me, please?
I think I asked to do that last time, and the answer is no, I can't use it.
No, you can give inspiration.
Oh, I thought I asked to use that last
Oh
time.
no, you did.
Yeah, to give me inspiration. Take my inspiration. Use it. Be successful.
Oh, you sit and use my dog's inspiration because he's right here too.
Yeah, let him inspire you. It's gonna be a natural 20.
All
Absolutely.
right, roll
Guaranteed.
again.
Ah, what did I say? Oh yeah.
Oh fuck! I probably woke up my neighbors, but fuck yes. Oh.
So everybody's out of inspiration now, right?
Oh, no one
I
else.
yeah, he was the only one who had any.
Yeah. All right. So Elegant Heart holds up a hand in the middle of your speech and says, "Hold on." And he turns around to the hallway and he peeks out and says to someone out there, "Don't let anyone else in but Ancient Fish." And then he shuts the door so that he's alone in the room with you all. And then he says, "Go on."
Yeah, basically, he started attacking us once we started digging more into the murders, and yeah, he almost killed us, and um, yeah, as defense, a demon popped up out of nowhere or something. There was a snake flying around, assisting and attacking us as well. It was a big mess. Uh, yeah, obviously, he had something very nefarious to hide, or else he wouldn't have tried to attack us at first.
This is most unfortunate. I'm going to take us out of initiative for now. If if somebody tells me that they're caving this guy's head in or something, I'll
Whole
take that
person.
into
No.
initiative. So he says, "This is most unfortunate." Hmm.
These are.
Yes.
Go ahead.
What?
These are the swords that he had attacked us with. He did quite a number on our friend here. I have tried to heal them back up, but
I'm not normally a skeleton. Normally I'm different.
and I will also try to cast Cure Wounds on Miki. If he reacts to me casting a spell, then I will stop.
You can do it.
All right.
He says, "Ah, I see you are healing each other after this battle. These were his swords?"
Indeed.
Mm.
So
Uh,
are you mad?
I was mad. Now I'm very confused and afraid that
Oh, thank God.
that I don't understand why or how this could happen in our tower. Uh, who are you people?
We're the Mr. Koreans.
We are Mr. and the
And the
Miscreants.
miscreants.
Oh yeah.
Mm.
Oh, God.
Yeah, if it helps out, we uncovered a similar plot back in Elenia Toth, where the then Queen Ife, she was being controlled by this demon Galathakosh, and it seems like there was some sort of untoward influence connected to that here, and it seems like Kingfisher was at least most likely connected to it.
When you guys say we're Mr. and the Miscreants, um the door opens up and Ancient Fish comes in and in the middle of Miki continuing to talk, and Ancient Fish looks at the blood on the floor, looks at the mess in the room, looks at the reanimated Kingfisher, looks at you all, and seems to instantly understand everything that has taken place here. And then looks at Elegant Heart, and Elegant Heart says, "You know these people, Ancient Fish?" And Ancient Fish says, "Yes, they are people I was working with to investigate the murders in the tower. It appears that they have solved the murders." And Elegant Heart again says, "This is most unfortunate. Oh, and he says, I trust that you will debrief them, get all the information necessary, and give me a full report so that we can make a decision about how to move forward as a tower and as a people. And Ancient Fish says, yes, let me take them to my office, and I will advise you after I speak with them. And they look at each other, and it appears that the next move is that they're going to try to take you to Ancient Fish's office. Ancient Fish is going to try to take you to the office. Elegant Heart looks very troubled, and kind of just thinking about how troublesome the whole situation is. But then he stops and he looks to you all and says, if everything here is as it appears to be, I just want to say thank you, miscreants. Thank you. And what was that, Andre?
Hey, we did it, guys. We
was-
saved the tower.
not completely yet.
I'm just like the SpongeBob meme where the city's burning.
And Elegant Heart gives Ancient Fish a nod and opens the door, and he says, you all may stop blocking the hallway and please return to your business. I will have some announcements for you later in the day. And of course, we will convene a special council so that a group conscience can be reached about where we move forward. And some of the monks in the hall nod sagely and turn and go about their business. And Ancient Fish attempts to lead you all. Sarah, with her 5 zombies now, attempts to lead you all to her office. It's only a floor away, if I remember right. Everybody just going along?
Yeah, no reason to resist for Miki.
Yeah.
You get to the office, and it's a trap, and you all die.
I knew it.
You go back to Ancient Fish's office, big desk up against the wall, on the white floor, going through the white decor, minimalist white and black decor, back to this office, couple of window slits, pigeons, etc. Ancient Fish sits behind the desk. She gestures to some seats for you, and she says, well, I heard the scream of the dragon outside the castle. I gather you faced the dragon as well?
Yes, it peered in through this little window and caused quite a havoc before flying off.
She starts taking notes on what you all are saying, and she says, what did the dragon look like, and what other information were you able to gather?
And
We have his journal, do we not? And letters from him that we have yet to examine?
Yes, Dias is simply filled with information right now.
Dice like holds open his coat, and there's all these letters inside of it. But she says, yes, there's much to analyze here, but what did the dragon look like, and what did you learn about the dragon from seeing it?
well, it was just I can't talk and do this at the same. I minor illusion to dragon.
Oh,
Just like a little mini version of it, just like a little D&D mini.
oh, like the one Jake has.
Yeah.
You make the same miniature appear in front of her. She starts taking notes and is like, yes, silver wings, Yes, violet streaks, light blue. Ah, interesting. Almost looks like a silver dragon, but it's gray, not silver. Wow. Oh, never heard of a creature like this. And she takes some more notes and then she says, did it say anything to you?
Yes, it attacked psychically in our minds, as well as it swore revenge on us for killing its best friend, potentially lover.
Best friend and lover. You think Kingfisher was the lover of this dragon?
Very connected.
I have heard many historical accounts of bards doing such a thing.
As well as druids who could transform into donkeys. Very niche reference.
Sounds like a BG3 spoiler to me. So I'm the kind of person that picks up my Christmas gifts and says what they are like 2 weeks before they're open. And a person who makes incorrect guesses all the time. So she says, you guys didn't know this, but Kingfisher's actually a eunuch, so there's no way
Oh,
dragon's lover.
There are many ways to love.
that's why I said potential lover.
Yeah. She doesn't say that. That's why I didn't say it. So she's like Kingfisher took a vow of non-romance. So
He took a vow of non-killing,
of non-killing.
I would hope.
Players to this man who's in
All right.
undead.
Sorry, I'm getting off the track. So she says, interesting. The dragon's lover and friend. Everything that you told me earlier about this conspiracy and this mistress and everything, there's something larger going on here, don't you think?
Yeah. It may be the same sort of connection as Ife had to Galathakosh. Maybe it's one of those other connections. Maybe this dragon is the equivalent to Galathakosh here.
Yes, I suppose. We don't have enough information, really. But I do think that I will ask that you all track down and kill this dragon so that this land can be safer. Monks were killed by this dragon. And, well, I just don't think our country will be safe until it is removed. Will you agree to help the country of Parvus by tracking down this dragon and killing it? You are the only non-pacifists here I know. Besides the now dead Kingfisher, and she gestures at the zombie. You guys.
Hey. Nah, we do not feel like
Yeah,
it.
of course. Let's help her with the dragon. We get to fight a dragon. I'd be up for it.
We don't want Parvus to end up in the same state Elenia Toth is right now.
Certainly, it would be in our own best interest as well if it is to hunt us down. Perhaps if we keep it on the back foot, it would be more beneficial.
Yes. But we are all rather resource limited, right?
And I have a date tonight. I am
Yeah,
I'm fully booked.
I'm
thought
a
of that when
little I'm a little distracted. I just wanted to apologize. The eunuch joke was in poor taste. I am sorry about that bad joke. So yeah, you say you have a hot date tonight, and she says, well, I'm grateful that you all have agreed to take down this dragon. This country needs your help, and you've already proven yourselves in Elenia Toth. But there is one other thing that we need help with. Perhaps you could shore up the walls around the genealogy library so that those creatures don't escape. You mentioned being attacked by a thought while you were over the water.
Perhaps this is where the missing book is. This individual down there, I forget his name. Where is it written down? Where is my notebook? My notebook has gone missing. I must have left it with Santi. Yes, Antrance. Perhaps he has this missing book of genealogies that was vanished from a dead man's library.
Yes, you all are proving to be very effective allies. Thank you so much for your help. Well, it seems like there's more to be done here. I wonder how you will find where the dragon is roosting so that you can go there.
Can't be that many places to hide a dragon. It's pretty big.
I think
Probably at the top of the tower, honestly.
that would be pretty cool, honestly.
I think we should one problem at a time.
You know, maybe it's at that one tourist trap place.
Oh, that would be honestly. We should have just gone there first. Then everything would have
Yeah.
worked out.
Yes.
You know, dragons love treasure. Tourist attractions attract a lot of treasure.
Oh, maybe the dragon is secretly the proprietor of the tourist attraction.
Yeah.
Mm.
Instead of a dragon horde, it's just sitting on a bunch of tchotchkes.
Yeah.
Of the false hopes of the visitors.
Yeah. Maybe it's also roosting in that basement where Entrance is locked in. Maybe it's leaking those things out.
That was kind of what I was thinking.
Mm.
I feel like that would be a good place to head to first.
Indeed, it would. Either way, I believe we should finish business here before searching for the dragon.
Agreed.
Absolutely. We should also look through all this guy's stuff.
Oh yeah, we gotta look through all the stuff we got, all the clues.
Letters. And...
She says, I'm happy to there's a vacant room on the white floor here. If you all are sick of sleeping in the bunks downstairs, you could take room 808 here on the white residential floor as your home base while you're pursuing these activities.
Would it be big enough for all of us in Santi?
Oh, of course. It will still be small, but I'm sure it'll be bigger than those bunks, and you won't be surrounded by tourists.
Well, private accommodations might be best for the purposes of discerning information like this.
Yes, as you continue to discover information, please keep me informed. And she writes out one of those little fortune cookie sized things and ties it to a pigeon's leg that comes through and sends out a message. And she says, there are many puzzle pieces still to be put together, and the more I know, the more I'll be able to help you. But please, if you are deciding to go downstairs to the genealogy library, I advise you to simply strengthen the walls around it rather than go inside.
Mhm.
It sounds like you have some information to review and items to look at, so I'm going to do a little bit of work of my own, but please feel free to use room 808 here on this floor and check in with me when you have more information. And thank you for discovering that the murderer was the third speaker. You have brought great safety to the tower. The political ramifications of this are yet to be seen. As Kingfisher was pushing for a lack of pacifism, and his behavior is actually probably the greatest argument for a lack of pacifism that could be made. So we will see what transpires next, but that is not in my hands, but rather those of the group.
Well, we shall leave you to your sandwiches then.
Yes, enjoyed sandwiches.
Oh yes, I ate those sandwiches earlier and they were delicious. Completely vegetarian, of course, but oh, those lentils certainly did taste like meat.
Mhm.
Did you have any onions in them?
I believe we
Yes.
discussed this.
I believe we did.
Yes, red onions are the best, cooked or uncooked. They are the most flavorful. Thus
Wonderful.
hath spoken ancient fish.
Uh,
Like a royal decree.
by the way, Celeste and Andre, congratulations for being a part of a high-profile political assassination while in this group.
Assassination, it was self-defense.
Wait, we killed them?
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
dead.
He's
Look,
very
he's a little
dead.
dead guy.
Wait, I just found out we had 100 holy ones right now.
Well, now
Okay.
that's 99
And
holy
nine-
ones.
And
Oh,
99
no.
holy ones on the
No, no,
wall,
no.
99 holy ones there.
Ancient fish says, "Please take this conversation to room 808.
Yes, sir.
It's even though I'm not very religious, this is still a bit offensive to me."
I
I mean,
apologize.
fair enough. But
All right,
damn.
girls, let's head to Bob.
I can't, there's no mental communication with Feinstein, is there? It doesn't say anything about it, so.
Maybe.
Summon a spirit that assumes the form of an unusually intelligent, strong, loyal steed, creating long-lasting bond with it. Serves as your mount both in and out of combat, and you have an instinctive bond with it that allows you to fight as a seamless unit while mounted to your steed. You can make a spell. Yeah, it doesn't say anything about mental
Anything
communication.
about telepathy, but it is an instantaneously cast spell.
Mm-hmm.
You could just make it appear up here with you rather than walking down all those stairs.
Yes, I think I shall do that once we get to the room.
All right, you guys go to the room. It's unlocked. It says 808 on it. You go inside. There's a boring bed. It looks similar to other people's bedrooms, not like Burden of Chains bedroom, but more like hushed Sparkles room. But stuff is white and like pine wood. So you've got a white bed, a white closet, a white writing desk. There's a bathroom, and yeah. So you guys can hang out in here. It's it's a little cramped for especially with 5 zombies. Although you can always make them all wait in the bathroom. But it's kind of like 5 people hanging out in a motel room. But it is private. And yeah, if you want to recast Find Steed, then There's gonna be a big lizard up there with you too.
I think I will hold on to that for now.
Okay. Sarah climbs onto the ceiling to give everyone more space and begins ritual casting alarm so that she doesn't look just for 10 minutes, so I have 2 hit points of warding space, so I don't look like a fucking crazy skeleton the whole night.
Yeah, people were barfing.
People were so scared of me.
I thought
I-
the skeleton is quite cool.
Thank you.
Can you also cast the spell Identify?
Okay. This is complicated. I have an identify spell scroll on me, which I should probably learn how to use. But I have a weird feeling that maybe we should just use it now for some things.
An identify spell scroll.
I have an identify spell scroll, but for reasons it might be better just to use it instead of waiting to learn it.
It will only have one use.
What
Yes.
of Andre? Are you able to identify the magics?
I think it's in the artificer spell list. So let me just double check that.
I guess I could
You
Take a
could
shower.
learn identify, Sarah, and then
Yeah,
and then
from
you
the
know it.
scroll.
there's
A
Yeah, it
certain
would
reason
cost-
why you'd rather save the scroll or not learn it based on something that we both know.
I I offer it to the group, but that's the only version of identify I have right.
If it is something you wish to save, then I shall not take it from you.
Yeah,
Um,
I can. It's on my spell list. I can learn it or prepare it rather over the long rest and then.
Bless you. Bless you. Bless you.
Bless you.
Gesundheit.
Bless you
Uh,
times 3.
I do think that knowing and having the spell identify is a wonderful thing, but I will just let you guys each cradle one magical item during a short rest in order to discover what that magical item is.
Cool.
I
I'm
would like
down
to
for
do
that
that.
option.
Also,
However, if it is cursed and it is attunement, you will attune to the cursed item you are holding.
Mhm, mhm.
Just saying.
I do think
Chris's are
artificers aren't
fun.
ritual casters, right?
Ritual
What?
cut.
Are artificers ritual casters?
They are, but they have to have the spell
Okay.
prepared in order to cast it as a ritual.
Yeah, so I'd have to prepare it overnight, and then tomorrow I could rituals cast it.
Just wait.
Or you could all sit around holding an object and just suddenly find out what it is.
Well,
I
if
am just
we-
going to hold it and find out what it is.
Yeah, I'm down to sit and hold stuff.
Yeah, after the fact, I will also let you rearrange who gets attuned to what. So let me know who's holding what while you're short resting.
Sword or swords, if I can do both.
One item at a time.
Sword.
I'd like to
One
do
of
the silly band. If you
one of the
guys don't
swords,
mind.
one of the swords has some green on the blade, and the other one doesn't.
I'm going to assume the green is poison, but I shall do that one first.
All right. So you're holding the green blade, and Andre's holding the springy bracelet. And what else? We've got a big wand.
that wand.
What's that?
I'll take the wand.
Okay.
Guess that leaves me the darts.
I guess so.
There was the other sword.
There's also the other sword.
I'll do the.
Amelie.
Darius, do you know the spell Identify?
Oh, there you go.
That is like, duh. I don't have any spells that you need. I'm just a brick.
I magically forget your spell.
Let me check my spell book.
Dice-
Fireball.
Dice is like,
Fireball.
yeah, Dice is like, I only have combat spells. Do you want me to hold the other sword?
You are a sword user. Perhaps it would be good for you to attune.
Okay. And he holds the other sword, and he's like, everyone ready to short rest?
Woo. Why do I feel like this other sword is a cursed sword?
Let's all guess if our thing is cursed. Internally, then we'll say what we guessed.
All right, why don't you guys I'm gonna get organized with what each object is while you guys roll up your like short rest hit dice and any other short rest stuff. So you guys do that, and I'm gonna organize these, and we'll reconvene in a sec. What folder was that in?
See, I'm debating whether or not to spend hit points because I can spend hit point. I can spend hit die at any time. I'm gonna stay bloodied.
Yes. Uh, this arcane cover. This would be an ambush.
I guess I can use one of my sorcerer hit dies just to get that one bonus HP.
What? Oh, here it is. All right.
Cool. Yeah.
Yeah. Uh, okay. Do that. And it's uh hmm. Let me know what you guys are, if you guys are good doing your short rest.
I just used one hit die and then I'm good.
Two hit
One
die and
sorcerer
two
hit die.
First level and a third level back.
Andre blacked out the whole fight, so he is perfectly fine.
I am going to stay where I am. I am not going to use any hit die.
Okay. Let's see. I think I have special item cards for the other ones. So let me see if I can dig those up. We got Kingfisher's wristband. Sorry, I'm a little my brain's a little shutty downy. Kingfisher's wristband. All right, there are a lot of tabs open, and I can close some of them, and that will make it easier to think.
During the short rest, though, Celeste will wash the blood out of her shirt.
Nice. Where did I had all this stuff written out? Okay, so all right. Let's see. We got my Discord channel. Come on, Discord channel. And put these items. Friday Night Elenia Toth. Ooh, what's this? Just look around you. You didn't protect a damn thing. Is that Attack on Titan or something?
That is Ultraman.
Oh. Where's my special item folder? We got Kingfisher's wristband.
Although I do feel that is pretty fitting for Attack on Titan.
It is.
I don't know anything about these forms of entertainment, making me exceedingly lame, as they say.
I'm always surprised how old Ultraman is. Like the first time I heard about Ultraman, my mom was telling me, "Oh, is this like Ultraman?" when I was watching anime, and I was like, "What's that?"
I don't know if it's related. I don't know if anybody here knows about Johnny and the Giant Robot.
Sounds
No,
familiar.
not even Jake.
Nope.
Oh man, something my dad used to watch, and I remember watching it too. Is Johnny the Giant Robot, Johnny the Giant Robot, do you read me? And then the robot does like a, and then like puts its arms up and it flies in the air. Really cheesy 60s. I gotta find that clip now.
Hmm. This spell text, this item text needs some editing before I give it to you guys. Let's see if I have it written out somewhere. Yes. Sort of. All right. I'm gonna go there and there. Yeah, so yeah, guys, feel free to role play with each other about everything that just happened and what you're planning to do next while I get these items queued up.
So the basement seems like it'll be our next target then.
Yeah, exactly.
Whether or not the dragon's on the roof or not, surely there'll be some clues in the basement.
Mm.
I think if nothing else, clues are certain to be in the basement.
Mm.
I said that quite weird. Sorry, I bit my tongue.
So let
Yeah.
what's that like?
What do you mean?
Well, I mean,
Biting your tongue?
no, I have noticed that your tongue is forked.
Oh, it is what it has always been. What is it like not having a forked tongue?
Can you move them individually?
Uh, so, a little bit. Some people could do it better.
You could give yourself a full tongue contract.
I
Yes,
bet your native tongue has words that we could never pronounce just by manner of you having forked tongues.
Mm.
we could do the TH and the S sound at the same time.
Ooh,
That's amazing.
Interesting.
sure.
I would demonstrate, but I just spit it.
Fair enough.
Mm.
Is everybody back up at the tip-top shape?
I'm well.
I feel okay. Yeah.
Okay, or well, she says
Well.
she puts the sword up to it, about ready to cast.
I'm well. I'm perfectly fine.
No, very well.
Mm. Um, Sarah,
Yes.
sorry.
Go ahead.
Yeah, Sarah, are you okay? Whenever you face planted onto Kingfisher, it seemed like you had no control over throwing up all over him and making him an undead. Was that on purpose? I couldn't really tell.
You know, it's sort of the thing where, on some level, you want a powerful sort of evil assassin to be like an undead servant of yours, like that would be useful. On the other hand, in that moment, no, I didn't have any agency or control over anything that was going on at all. But, maybe I feel like I sort of slipped into it.
Okay.
Outside of, I didn't feel compelled, so I felt like natural.
Okay, so there's nothing in your head telling you to do it.
No,
Okay.
as far as I'm just my own head and thing.
Okay. That's fair. Okay.
So by the way, back to metallic ward face.
Mm.
Well, you took those blows in stride, I must say. You are quite the soldier.
So did I do anything cool after I drank that brew?
No, you just sat on the floor.
What? I just sat there?
We could have lied. No. Look, he tripped over you once, and it was great.
Yeah.
You know,
got
I know
like a-
I know I blacked out and I was on the floor when I woke up, but I thought I must have went into a stupor and like charged him or something.
Oh, like our old
Yeah.
insomniac friend.
Do
Um,
you are you an angry drunk?
Not usually, no. I tend to handle my liquor very well, but I guess this one didn't really come out as well as I had thought.
Maybe it was a bad batch. Maybe it's with like the time dilation and everything like that. Maybe it just
I was trying
Oh.
to reformulate the morning and Rosinante brew,
Mm.
and I think I'm just I think I'm just spinning wheels. I don't think I'm going in the direction that I ought to be with that brew.
That
Well,
must have
listen.
been the morning after Rosinante.
I guess so. I mean, I thought I did something cool. Turns out I just dreamt it.
Mm. Well, you did act very valiantly before face planting on the floor.
I suppose there's a dragon, so I'll have a chance to redeem myself.
I'm sure you will.
Oh, by the way, for those of us that were awake, the demon that showed up was me.
Oh, it was you.
Yes, I summoned that with magic. That was sort of the thing I had control over. Just making that clear.
Mm. Interesting. Okay. How long have you been able to do that?
I haven't been able to do it for long, but I've
Mm.
sort of known in theory how it would look.
Okay.
Simple summoning.
Well, he was certainly powerful, and I'm sure he'd be useful later on against the dragon or other opponents we face.
Of course, I'll be careful with something like that in the future to make sure not to harm anything.
Mm.
Andre, when you fell asleep, you summoned a demon.
I did that?
Yes, you aided me in the summoning of the demon.
She needed your blood to do it, you see.
Why didn't you guys tell me that first? That's pretty cool.
I was on the other side of the room, so I didn't see. So
Oh.
that's my bad.
Well, Sarah, so how do we do it? Did like, because they said you needed my blood. So did I like throw my blood on the floor and like etch a circle and then like you summoned it or like?
Yeah, so what happened was you fell face first on the ground and then those sort of
And I got back up, right?
you sort of sprung back up and a small amount of blood created a very a well-sized sort of explosion of blood.
From my
Like
nose?
a summoning circle, yes, from your nose. A small summoning circle.
Do I still have blood?
Let me look at it. Come here. Yeah, you got blood in that.
And your short rest ends, and all of a sudden you know what all of the magical items are.
Ooh.
Celeste's holding a sword. It's a +1 magical rapier that I'm going to paste all of this in the chat in a second, so you don't have to write it all down. It's a +1 magical rapier that once per long rest can do a lot of extra psychic damage. Andre is holding a bracelet that once per long rest lets you cast invisibility as a bonus action. Who is holding the big wand?
E.
You realize that it's kind of like a dull ass wooden dagger. And as you're sort of attuning with it, you realize that it's actually a pretty powerful magical focus that grants druidic abilities while also being sort of a +1 dagger.
But not
That's
plus one spell.
usable by most spellcasters. And Miki, you're holding the bag of darts, and you realize that this is five psychic darts that can do added that do psychic damage plus have the ability to potentially slow a target. You know what? I'm gonna increase those darts power just a little. Darts are
I,
so weak anyway. Uh,
Darius, is your sword useful?
and Dias is like, this is just a +1 magical rapier. I mean, that's cool, you know. But not as cool as that one. So I put all of the details in the chat. So you can enjoy them. Ooh, somebody's got a striding tiara of dissolving. Oh.
What?
That's awakened. Ooh. I awaken another companion. 6 little guys. Small.
So yeah, the rapier once per long rest lets you add 3d4 psychic damage to a hit, and the person has to make a DC 12 int save or have disadvantage on its next attack. So that's pretty cool. One big fat hit once per long rest, and it's a +1 magic weapon. The wooden dagger of the woodlands can turn into a tree and can cast some interesting woodland spells. So if Sarah keeps it, that would be an interesting woodland twist on the necromancer abjurer. And the whole turning invisible as a bonus action, that is awesome. Everyone loves that. I love turning invisible as a bonus action. Every night I fall asleep thinking about it. And then you get some strong ass psychic darts. So Kingfisher was loaded with loot.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll let you finish consuming and processing your loot before I tell you, I guess, what the information is that you get from the letters and all of that type of shit. So I'm sure you're gonna examine the items taken from his office. Is everybody sort of chill with everyone who has their current thing having that thing, or do you want to pass them around? Does somebody else want to have that thing?
You mentioned earlier that the rapier is does it have longsword stats or is it just a rapier? Like, can I use it two-handed or no?
No, it's a rapier. I just
Okay,
mean it's a finesse weapon, so you can use your strength
right,
modifier with it.
right. Well, I shall hold on to it either way, unless anybody else wants it. But the woodland wand, would that not uh thematically, visually suit Miki?
If you're interested,
But of course, it is up to you to how you wish to.
if this feels like it aligns with your spellcast, I would happily give it a go.
I mean, thematically it makes sense, but I'm not gonna push either way. You wanted it, so
I enjoy the idea of having like an awakened ally, but also usably anyone could awaken anything with this. Uh,
Hmm?
I would happily give it a go.
I think the flavor fits with Eve's character too. So
Yeah.
I think it's fine either way.
yeah, you can keep it if you want.
you guys can also pass it back and forth every day.
Yeah.
That is true.
Yeah. And technically, I have max attunement slots, so
Oh,
yeah.
well,
Ah, yes. As boring as it is, I wanted to rearrange the attunement slot list. I know this it's worse than a shopping day, but um, let's see. So Miki, I have Miki attuned to Fragile Cloak of Displacement, Translucent Robes of Acumen, and Feathered Belt of Faith.
Mhm.
And she's got Gloves of Thievery and not attunement. And she's got her magic egg shards that let her cast Find Familiar. That is not attunement. And then you're gonna keep those psychic darts, yeah?
Yeah, unless anyone wants them or has any plans with them.
You want to trade for the bracelet?
Do you want?
I'm okay either way. I just mentioned it because I know Andre wears his he wears something that gives him disadvantage with stealth. So it probably wouldn't be too great to be walking around invisible with the clank clank clank.
I mean, my thought is like it'll balance you out, but
It
if you
might.
want, yeah,
I'm okay either way.
Well, perhaps not for the sneaking, but for the combat, it is beneficial to not be seen, even if you can be heard.
Occasionally.
Mm.
Yeah, I guess so.
To give you advantage anytime.
Or a spellcaster, so it can you can cast some great concentration spell and then hide away.
you
True.
still have to concentrate
Mhm.
on invisibility.
So Sarah is attuned to the Thunder Circlet, but beyond that, there's just the Whispering Shard, which is not attunement, and a bunch of scrolls. Um, are you keeping the Woodland Dagger for now? Or are you passing it off to Miki? Are we going with Eladrin flavor? Or are we going with like Spores Druid, Necromancer, Woods, and Skeletons flavor? Which flavor will we choose? We can always let the dice decide. So that
That's
All
true.
flavor is good flavor.
I don't know. It's ultimately going to be used either way. Oh, well, Miki, do you want to keep your magic items?
I like my what gives me the thingies.
so Miki has full attunement slots, and they are the Fragile Cloak of Displacement, which you're gonna want to keep.
Yeah, that
And
triggers
then
my wild magic more. Uh,
the where's the acumen?
Bearer gains an extra first level spell slot, recharges every 2 long rests, +1 to wisdom insight checks.
Yeah. And then you've got your feathered belt of faith, which gives you featherfall, 2 unreplenishable.
1.
And
I used 1, so now it's just down to 1.
yeah. And then it also lets you re-roll hit dice if you want.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that part of it.
So Miki with full attunement slots. Sarah currently attuned to this wooden dagger. Does Miki want to ditch something and take the dagger, or does Sarah want to keep the dagger, or should we let the dice decide?
Why don't I hold on to it for now? And if
Hmm?
one of your items breaks, maybe we can trade or something.
I mean, I'm willing to give up my robe in a trade, like if you do give it to me.
Yeah, let's hold off and keep things as is.
All right.
What?
I'm interested in seeing the woodlands flavor on the necromancer. But as I said, you all can trade off that dagger once every long rest, or you might find 2 of them. So wooden dagger of the woodlands. Sarah is attuned to that, and no other attunements. Celeste has magic legs, a magic sword. The magic legs not attunement. Magic sword, yes, attunement. And then you just picked up this rapier. This rapier is attunement, the psychic one. So you want to attune to that?
Yes, but I do not plan on using it over the sword that I have. But perhaps it can be sold later.
All right, so you're attuned to that. Does anybody else have use of a rapier?
Always
Dice,
give it
like,
to dice.
I could use it, but you know, Shadow Blade is always better. So
That seems to be your go-to, so
also, you know, I am not real, so I don't actually exist.
if Darius will make use of it, happily give it to Darius. He has no need.
No, you just hit one person with it one time, once per day, and then put it away. I will use Shadow Blade. Uh, and the uh the uh the invisibility bracelet is attunement, so that will fill up Andre's slots. Andre's got the wooden shield of the eye. Says staff arcane focus attunement. Oh, that's your gun staff. And then invisibility bracelet of Kingfisher. So, and then you have your experimental musket that's not magical. So that's all good, Andre. All right, so I put all the items in the interesting item channel as well as in the main channel. And also during your short rest, you look over the documents. I think I closed the thing with the documents. So let's see. All right, so you start looking at the letters from the foreign leaders. You start looking at these political letters that were in the desk of Kingfisher, and you find that they are from various foreign leaders, including Berlondine, who is the president slash prime minister, depending on the year of Bourgogne, and he has some connections with organized crime. He's known for his corruption, and he has sent this letter back to to Kingfisher saying, you should keep your gunpowder to defend yourself, as with insults the likes you have written me, you may need it. So that's the general gist of his letter. There's also a letter from the vote counters of Rocinante, who say, we will be having a referendum in 2 months as to whether we should withdraw our support of the ongoing defense of Parvus based on your words. So those are two important bits that you pick out from the letters, but overall it looks like he's been writing letters to foreign leaders and offending them, and generally contributing to a separation of Parvus from world politics via vituperative communicado. And then there is a letter that is halfway burnt, and I will take 2 checks. You can roll either perception or investigation. I'll take 2 rolls to see if you can discern what this burnt letter said that you took from that Dayu spirited from the desk for you.
I'd like to volunteer an investigation, guys.
I can perceive unless somebody has a better perception.
I got a +7 to investigation.
Good.
Yeah.
All right.
Roll it up.
Double 11s. Wait, can't you add a bonus to yours?
Oh,
Add your
let me
forward.
see. I think as a reaction. Da, 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 da. Actually, hold on. Wait. Oh no, it's a reaction. So I can do it once with 1 reaction to add +4, unless Jake lets me do it twice, which would add +4 to both of ours. But yeah,
No.
one of these is a 15.
Okay. Yeah, Andre, you have a flash of brilliance while you're looking at this half-burnt letter, and you manage to piece together somewhat more of what the words say than what Celeste sees. Celeste, you just see should let us rule. But Andre, you pick out basically the words due to the situation in the tower and the danger that face our country, it is only right that I and this very powerful dragon be
What?
elected as temporary rulers to restore order.
You read that in quite the evil voice, Andre.
It felt apt to try and read it in his voice, no?
It is perfect. A perfect impression.
You piece that together by like reading the tops of certain words that got burnt away, and you're like, oh, that's an R. That's definitely an N. And you're able to figure out that this destroyed letter was some kind of undelivered letter with the intent described by that sentence.
So so it seems like he may have been attempting to, you know, would it be considered usurping in this situation? I think usurping is usually like, I don't know, some sort of political
grab.
realignment.
Yeah.
certainly underhanded tactics.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So this is how democracy dies, with thunderous applause.
It's because the dragon has such big hands.
Have you heard the tragedy of Darth Kingfisher the Left-Handed? But so do we take this back to
Elegant.
Elegant?
That seems like it might be worth doing. I mean, he already believes us, which is good, but oh wait,
There's
also
also
Ancient
the
Fisher.
journal. Yeah,
The journal also.
Yeah.
But I believe Ancient Fish was to report to him. We
Yeah.
report to her.
The journal appears to be written in an indecipherable personal cipher.
Jedi, maybe? Wizarding. Also something Andre might work on.
What was that?
It feels like something me or Andre could attempt.
I think there's a wizard spell that
I
could do
I
it.
have
but-
ability to use a spell as well to comprehend any languages.
Well,
but it's a cipher.
that-
Cipher can be a language in a
You
sense.
should read the text of the comprehend languages spell.
Oh, is that it? Hold on.
why don't we just say read any language?
For a duration, you understand the literal meaning of any spoken language you hear. Oh, you also understand any written language that you see, but you must be touching the surface on which the words are written. It takes about 1 minute to read 1 page of the text. The spell doesn't decode secret messages in a text or a glyph, such as an arcane sigil that isn't part of a written language.
Spell does not decode secret messages.
Oh, I have an idea. Hey, Kingfisher, what does all this say?
Ah,
Damn it, sometimes they can talk.
Hmm.
Words.
You can ask him to write it down in common script.
Write down the solution to your cipher. Good boy. Okay.
Is there an index on the back like this
first
scribble
personal
means this?
cipher.
Was
Okay, can I investigate this?
What? The journal?
Yeah.
Sure.
Okay.
This is a personal cipher. You would need to be the person who wrote it or have some kind of key, like a a written down decoder thing, or invent a computer, sit with it for months. I don't know.
Oh, it would have been smart. I know a spell that can protect from curses. Maybe next time we need to attune to items we do not know. I could do this.
Not a bad thought.
But nothing of the notebook?
Oh, maybe I should just ask the gargoyle shard every day until we figure out each and every character of the script.
That sounds like it's gonna take a lot of time that we might not have.
Have it running in the background.
I mean, you can
Perhaps
use it right now.
I think
used
we
it.
used it today. No?
Oh, okay, my bad.
If we just get 100 typewriters and 100 of your zombies, Sarah.
Perhaps it is something we should just leave with red herring.
Ancient fish.
Ancient fish, thank you. The other kind of swimming thing. Ancient fish, and she can assign some monks who have
No.
nothing better to do.
Yeah, and she can send word to us once she discovers its meaning if we're far away.
Indeed.
So you guys go visit Ancient Fish?
Yeah, let's go visit ancient fish.
You go visit Ancient Fish. There's a sign on the door that says, "Busy eating a sandwich.
I can't.
If this is who I think it is, you know what you should do in the meantime." ...
Guess we're going to the basement.
Oh,
Should we
Celeste, you
Yeah.
have your
that?
date.
Yeah, it is.
Oh,
I know it was around 1 p.m. when we started the fight. What time is it now?
It was around 1 when you started the fight. You took that short rest. 3:30.
I have time, but are you all tapped out on spells or?
I have 2 spells.
Um,
I've only used like 1 or 2 spells. I'm pretty sure I'm pretty full on my spell slots, but I don't.
I'm at pretty much half capability right now.
I have all my fancy new spells from this wand, which could be moderately useful.
That is true. If that is the case, then we could go do the basement or top ourselves off and conquer it in the morning.
Let's do it.
Hmm?
Um, let's before we end the session, let me get accurate on everybody's current status. Andre's at full health. And you cast heat metal and that's it? Or what else?
Hold on. I think I cast another spell. Let me make sure.
That'd be a cure wounds.
Yeah, I cast Cure Wounds, Heat Metal.
Also, a bless earlier in the day. No.
Yeah, that's a once per long rest that I have.
Oh, okay.
And then I guess I cast a first level spell sometime before then because I have 2 marked down. I used 2 first level spell slots and 1 second level.
Okay. And Miki, what's your current HP?
My current HP is maxed out. It's 53 out of 53. Due to people healing me and then my 1 hit die used.
Is that your level 8 HP?
Do I not have it right?
53 out of 53. So is Celette's rest cast of aid finally worn off?
Oh, I didn't take that into account.
Probably not. So, but did you
8 hours.
That'd be 8 hours. So 8 hours hasn't passed, or has it? I guess if you got up at 6 a.m., 3:30 p.m. is 8 hours. So yeah, it's the aid has worn off. So
Hmm.
Miki's at 53 out of 53.
Hmm. Yeah.
Um,
Do you need my spell slots?
what?
Do you need my spell slots, or are you just doing HP for
Oh,
right now?
I will in 1 second. I've got
Gotcha.
Andre at 59 out of 59. So Miki, I have lots of spells used by you.
Mm-hmm.
Twin spell, 3rd level chromatic orb, like your sorcery points and your spells were pretty low. So what's your current spell status?
Gotcha. So all of my sorcerer points are gone right now.
Mm-hmm.
I have 2 first level spell slots and 1 additional spell slot from the Robes of Akuman. My pact magic recharged on the short rest, so I have 2 second level pacts and 1 third level spell slot.
Okay. Not that bad. All right. Darius used some high level spells, but he also did arcane Arcane Malarkey. So he got one level 3 spell slot back. Sarah, are you at 45 out of 45 right now?
48 out of 50 I used to hit that.
You
Or
eight
sorry, is it 45
wore
my...
off.
Hmm? Gotcha.
8 wore off, so I think you're 45 out of 45. And I had you using quite a bit of spell slots today, you lost all your level 2 spell slots, you used a level 4 spell slots. So what's remaining?
I have nothing from my day, but I used Arcane Recovery, so I have 1 level 1 and 1 level 3.
Okay, and then you've got 5 zombie followers, including Kingfisher, who has a higher to hit than many of your zombies and does psychic damage, both ranged and close. And then Celeste, what's your HP? 50 out of 80?
40 out of 90.
Jesus Christ.
And you've used a lot of your spell uses.
I have 2 left.
Okay, and you used your racial feature.
Mm-hmm. I cast suggestion with that.
Yeah. All right. I'll take 2 insight rolls.
I'll do 1.
I have a +2 if you guys want to bank on it.
Do it.
That's better than
Alright.
me.
You've been rolling. I'm just trying to think of
Natural 1.
God damn it.
Ooh, womp. What about with advantage?
You gotta blow on the dice.
What about with advantage though?
No, too late.
Ooh.
Hey,
22,
blow on the
hey.
dice.
21.
Andre, you look at your fellows, in some of whom are in quite a depleted condition. And you realize that if they were to run into another boss fight, they would be probably at a disadvantage in their current status.
I don't know, guys, I mean the basement's still gonna be there tomorrow, right? I'm a little. I mean, I know I blacked out, but I'm a little tired.
Mm.
What about you, Celeste? You could probably use a rest, right?
I am. If everyone wishes to continue, I shall continue. I shall not let a little bit of uh the words are lost to me.
Celeste, it does seem like you're bleeding out of your mouth after casting all those spells.
Uh,
Mm.
uh, it happens, you know. It is what I do.
Mm.
Gee, Andre sure seems sleepy. Maybe we should all
He is young. He needs his rest.
I mean, look at the bags on my eyes, Celeste. Can't beat a dragon when you got bags under your eyes.
Yeah, if we do find the dragon down there, we're gonna be at, I think, a little bit of a disadvantage.
Yeah, your reaction speed slows
I
when
mean, it does.
you're tired. So
It has quite the similar effects as being drunk, and you are already drinking too much. So perhaps you
yeah,
should not
see,
compound the effect.
exactly. See, tomorrow I'm nothing tonight or tomorrow, so that we can be ready for that basement.
What is in the basement?
Bad stuff, presumably.
The genealogy library that Entrance got walled into by ancient fish.
Yeah, they blocked it off because bad stuff was in there.
Did Andrantz just like starve to death?
We don't know.
Fair
He
enough.
might be in there still.
He may be a skeleton now. He may be your
Maybe
friend.
I get a skeleton.
Amassing quite the army.
Horde. Oh,
Squadron,
Hey,
more
what
like.
can I say?
Are
Gotta put
you
the pedal to the metal on that.
are you planning to overthrow many governments with these?
Well, no grand political scheme for me. I did kill a queen once, recently, very recently.
And a politician. Right
Hey,
there.
that was a group effort. But it was, I guess well, the queen was a group effort. You know, maybe we're all trying to overthrow a government. I
I've put
think
a
that's
poll up
the
on the screen just to find out what you guys are gonna do. It appears that you all are down to long rest, thanks to Andre's flash of insight, which may or may not have saved you from horrible total party kill. You it's only 3:30 in the afternoon. You guys decide to take a long rest. Will Celeste be waking up for her date?
Yes.
And are you all planning to go down to the basement at midnight, since that's 8 hours from now? Or would you like to otherwise use downtime to do other things like dating?
I'm up for a spooky midnight basement adventure.
Yeah, that sounds lit. That sounds cool.
There's no flashlights in this universe, is there?
You'll have to ask the universe.
There
Do we
is
have-
You can make one.
Andre,
I
you
mean,
make
there's
one.
lanterns probably. How could I make one?
You're a brilliant artificer.
Oh yeah, I'm an artificer. I forgot. Sorry. I missed the combat last time. I haven't looked at the combat details in a while.
All right. Well, we'll end the session there. Next time we'll role play Celeste sneaking off to go on a date with Icy Trick.
Yes, the sneaking clank, 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 clank.
Yeah.
Do you want the bracelet?
I just mess with that bracelet.
We'll start off with a delicious amuse-bouche of Celeste's date with Icy Trick, and then you'll wake up at midnight to go and plumb the depths of the basement to find out what has happened with Entrance Tamerwent. And now we will move to checkouts. We're gonna do a double inspiration vote, one vote for mechanics and one vote for roleplay. Something you enjoyed about the session, something you just hated about the session, something you enjoyed that another player did, and inspo vote for mechanics, inspo vote for role play. I'm getting that next episode up of this tonight. I found the file, but I couldn't listen to it and verify that it was the right next one. So right after this, I'm gonna get it up on the interwebs. All right.
But this might be Miki's debut.
What?
I think maybe the next episode is the one you tried. Maybe not.
Ooh.
The one, yeah, it is.
Oh,
Yeah,
it is?
the one I'm looking at is I'm at an Airbnb in Las Vegas. It's like October or November or something. I don't know, but it's got the Horseman, Miki, and Crash. Remember that character Crash way back?
Who's that?
Who was that?
Ooh, yeah.
She's been replaced by something more evil. All right, Calm, you're first. Don't forget to
You may be muted.
unmute.
Actually, I was just talking really, really quiet. Something I enjoyed about the session, I enjoyed the tension of the people knocking on the door while we're just like, all right, grab everything, get the evidence, let's go, let's grab it, let's get it before they before they kill us. Well, before they peacefully hug us and send us to happy jail. But I liked that tension, and I like I liked how Miki and Andre kept trying to talk to them to convince them that, just a minute, hold on, a little longer. Don't worry, we're all good. Just drop something, that's all. Nothing to be concerned about. I enjoyed that a lot. And the backfiring of casting heat metal on the door was enjoyable. Um, I liked see, I'm trying to say stuff that like inspo vote, like trying to make it different. So I guess I'll just go to that. Inspo vote for mechanics. I gotta give it to Andre for the flash of genius use, even though wasn't it did come in clutch with seeing the burnt letter. So definitely gotta give props for that this session. Also, I just like it when it doesn't work, just because when it didn't work, because you're like, oh, well, it just makes me feel better. It's an 8
Yeah.
instead. It makes me feel better than a 4. So that was cool too. So that's my inspo vote for mechanics. Inspo vote for role play. I'm gonna have to give it to Sarah for all the always amazing detailing of your undead form, and how your spell brought back, how your throwing up of a spell brought back Kingfisher, how it just like snapped his head forward and all that goodness. That was truly wonderful.
Tripping and falling into the neck hole.
I just tripped. I don't know what to say.
Yeah.
So gross. Daniel, you're up.
Okay. Something I enjoyed about the session, the immediate vibe that it seemed like we all had of they're knocking on the door and we can't let them in. We can't let them know what's going on. Uh I'm used to playing barbarians, or in general characters who are like, just do the thing, just get it over with. And it was very fun to be kind of on the other side of that and just kind of be like, we should get it over with, but what if I just draw it out a little bit longer? What if we just stay in here? And they're like, no, we won't. Get the guy, get ancient fish. We won't open the door for anyone but ancient fish. Are you ancient fish yet? No. Okay, hold on. I thought that was really funny, especially since it seemed like wordlessly everyone agreed that was what was gonna happen. Let's see. There wasn't really anything I hated about the session, other than I guess we had some pretty unfortunate rolls. But most of them worked out. Something I enjoyed that another player did. There was a lot of things that I thought were really cool. I liked Sarah or Eve telling the zombies to like look for clues. because I love the idea of like, no, don't open the door. All right, guys, quick, we need to think quick. Get the zombies. Zombies, yeah, they're gonna be really good at pulling exactly what we need, specific things, you know. I thought that was great. I think there was so much. Miki came in clutch with a lot of different persuasion rolls. Uh, and then Celeste, of course, being able to heal everyone and refusing to be healed. I thought that was pretty fun too. Inspo vote for mechanics. I feel like not that many mechanical things happened that I can remember. I think I will give it to Eve for just mechanically allowing us to have the zombies just eternally around. I love that they add to every scene. It's just a fun vibe. I like it. I'm glad it's there. Inspo vote for role play. I think I'm gonna give it to Celeste. Because from rolling with the forked tongue thing to refusing to be healed as she is at like less than half health and Miki's at like 90%, like I don't really need another heal, and she's like, no, here, take it.
Are you sure?
Yeah, so I think I'd give her I'd give Ryan the inspo vote for that.
I appreciate it.
I liked when Miki rolled. Miki, what was it? The deception roll, or to get them to wait and get ancient fish, and rolled really low, and then Ryan gave his inspo to Alex, and then you were like, it's gonna be a nat 20, and then you rolled
Yeah.
a nat 20,
That
and
was the persuasion roll for Ancient Heart.
yeah.
For,
That
for the heart.
was crucial, right?
Yes, that was very important.
That ended the whole you're in initiative order sequence as the person's like, okay, cool, I buy it.
Yeah, it was a nat 1 to a nat 20.
Yeah, that was good good teamwork and a very clutch use. All right, even for Eve, that's my motto. Alex, you get the next.
Yeah. I liked how panicky this session started off. Like, oh god, this very important figure attacked us out of fucking nowhere, and now his whole basically
Society.
Congress is going to come up to us. How are we getting out of this? So I very much enjoyed that. I enjoyed I thank you very much, Colm, for that inspiration. I just to put it out there, I'll say mechanically, I'll give that to you because that saved all of our assets. But yeah, I very much enjoyed just the panic, like Andre with like the key and forgetting the heat metal, Eve with the zombies and the bookcase and everything. I very much enjoyed that. Yeah, I'd say there wasn't really anything that comes to mind that I hated or disliked. But yeah, I'd say role play wise, I'd give it to Eve for the zombies again. They're just too good. You're too good with them.
I hated the really long encyclopedia joke section.
You know
Just
what I hate? I hate doing math. I couldn't imagine playing a game with math. I think that would be terrible.
Exactly, especially easy addition. That's just like only up to 20 numbers.
I can't do it.
There are young people out there practicing addition in my living room right now. Hey kids,
Shame I'm
What?
struggling with D&D now.
hey kids, come in here and show them what you learned. All right, Eve, you're up next.
Oh my. Yes, very fun session. I enjoyed the franticness of the very beginning. I enjoyed my bizarre scheme to trick these people into thinking Kingfisher was still alive, which I felt the group like slowly decide is just not gonna happen.
I forgot that happened.
I forgot.
I forgot that we
that-
were.
The weekend at Bernie's thing.
Yeah.
I had the NPC roll a perception check when they came in, and the die said 17, and the person's like a cleric monk. It's a wisdom-based character, so it would have worked if the roll was low.
Uh-huh. There were so many good reasons why it failed, but I believed in it right until the very end, and I could feel everybody else leaving.
Miki believed in it. I didn't.
Oh, good.
I don't think Celeste ever believed in it, but I was hoping it would work.
Something I didn't enjoy. Gosh. Oh, you know what? I'll shout out to people who are bad at math. In the middle of this session, I couldn't I was trying to count up health because Celeste healed me again, and I was like, okay, it's 25 plus 18, and I just couldn't do it, so I pulled up my calculator. I am very sleepy sometimes. And you
No
know what?
shame.
It's all right. Let's D&D. Do a calculator for some things. From other players, I enjoyed the iconic. This is going to be a nat 20. It's a nat 20. I enjoyed a lot of the role moments. I enjoyed. Oh, I really liked Mickey's ancient or left-handed Kingfisher impression. I thought those were some pretty good moments. Inspiration votes. Mechanically, I will give it to Calm for healing, for calling the nat. I feel like that's kind of mechanical for being the new player on Wednesday night.
God fucking damn it.
That's
Hey,
right.
you gotta give it a break and then you gotta bring it right back. As for roleplay, I'm gonna give it to Andre. I feel like your sort of scared child energy in the very beginning was really funny. I felt like Andre.
How long has it been since the bar where you kissed that old lady? It's been like a week, right?
Like
I don't think
what,
so.
one day?
It's been like one day. So yeah, I feel like Andre's still he's undergoing his metamorphosis right now.
Yeah, you had like
He took some cleric spells. He's trying to be a bit less rascal, a bit more I don't know, opposite of rascal.
I like that we're the ones that are inspiring this change where it's like horrible, murderous undead, like violent, warmongering snake woman.
So, sometimes you don't have to hit rock bottom yourself. You just have to see someone else hit it. So
So mechanically, Com got 2 votes versus the other ones. So Com gets the mechanical inspiration. And then RP wise, unless I typed the same person twice with 2
You
different
did.
names.
Yeah.
I did, right? I did,
Yeah, he
right?
did Sarah and Eve.
Okay, good.
Oh,
Good. So yeah, I always do that. I was like looking at it like, I bet I didn't do it this time. But if I post it in the chat, they'll tell me. A group of neurodivergent people having a little fun on a Friday night. Oh yeah, I also want to say thank you for making me tired for the first time this week. So like when I was sick, I slept 20 hours the first night. I slept like 14 hours the third night. And then like I stopped having the flu, but I was just weak. And so every time I went to bed, I couldn't sleep because I was like not moving all day. I wasn't exercising or thinking or doing anything. And then I'd go to bed and I just lay there for like 3 hours from 3 a.m. to 6 a.m. Like, go to sleep, go to sleep. This is the first time I'm like yawning and like, oh, I really used my brain. Ugh. So DMing is the official mental workout of
Gotta restore those spell slots.
the 2024 Olympics. Yeah, you gotta restore. Did anybody see Celine Dion's performance today?
I didn't know she performed.
Yeah, my uh right at the like end of the opening ceremonies, which was like 4 hours long. The surprise, there's a Celine Dion performance, and it's a big deal because she has like a horrible disease, stiff person syndrome. So she hasn't been performing and stuff. And so she like showed up and fucking nailed it and did her voice thing. And people were like Kelly Clarkson was crying, like, that's a vocal athlete. Um, and it made me cry. And I don't even really like Celine Dion or give a shit about any of that stuff. And it still kind of made me cry because she was singing. It was the Olympics, and she's standing under the Eiffel Tower. It's very like pageanty imagery. It was pretty cool. So Eve gets the RP inspiration, and that is an extra Olympic story for you. But that's why my household is more focused on the Olympics because like my wife's job depends on it. They're all like, if you don't report on the Olympics perfectly, everyone you know will lose their jobs. So she's all like, what's the most interesting thing about this Olympics? Must stare at the Olympics. Well, that's it. It was really sad that we missed a week. I don't like missing a week. Um, when we come back next week, Celeste is gonna have a hot date, a legless hot date, and then right after that, hey, legless people are awesome. I just want to make sure everyone knows that I think legless people are awesome, and I am not making fun of the legless.
We gotta get those elevators in the Tower of
Yeah.
Contemplation.
Yeah, I'm
We
just
gotta get
wondering-
back on it.
I'm just wondering because she's gonna have to go down a lot of flight of stairs to get to the 8th floor.
Something.
There's
I
a
could.
character in this game that like is always accidentally saying something that's kind of not politically correct and then sweating about it and worrying about what the party thinks about it. So I hope you run into that person because it's a very entertaining shtick to put on someone who's not me.
I feel
Before
like
we
Celeste
leave-
is saying the incorrect things and not understanding that she said something incorrect.
Celeste does not care how they feel. That's the
Yeah.
Every time Celeste talks, I'm like, all right, here we go.
Oh boy. We're going.
Do you realize that pacifism is fucking stupid?
Uh,
So next time you guys venture into the basement, you find out what happened to Entrance Tamerwin, where are these thoughts coming from? And one day you might even go to the Abali Forest, which you completely avoided while Greg's wife is dying in Elenia Toth.
We gotta get a mushroom from Moria.
I don't know who Greg is.
I don't know who this Greg is either,
You'll
and I think
find
everyone in
out.
Elenia Toth is dying, so.
Wait, Miki, do you know Greg? Is Eve the only
Yeah.
one who knows Greg? Okay. Greg is real.
Moria Danget, really important character.
I
Yeah.
would really love it if it turned out that like none of us had firsthand met Greg, but this quest stayed on the like checklist of things to do.
Oh, shit. Did
That
we,
is-
did we
It's
kill the
possible
queen
that
before or after we met her? No, after. No.
After.
So Greg died during the battle with the queen.
Right.
That's
Yeah.
when he went visited his wife Moria, and she was like, "Please retrieve the fungus from the Abali forest to relieve me of my debilitating illness." And you guys were like, "Yeah, we love Greg. We love his wife. Let's save her."
And we vanished for a month, and the ground exploded.
Yeah,
And she's alive and waiting for her mushroom.
Are
exactly.
you sure
She's
about that?
her bed and house are completely still there. It's just
The demons
maybe
are
on a
taking care of
volcano
her.
now.
And yeah, and where does this dragon live, and how will you defeat a evil, deadly dragon? Find out on the next episode of Elenia Toth
Same bat
B.
time, same bat channel.